If you've been scrolling through endless drone listings, watching side-by-side videos, and still can't decide which aerial camera actually makes sense for you, this review is going to clear that up. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent the last few weeks taking the DJI Mavic 4 Pro Fly More combo out of the box, flying it over a coastal town, a forest trail, and even a city rooftop at dusk, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what that feels like in the real world. First off, the biggest hesitation most people have is the fear of buying a high-priced drone that ends up gathering dust because it's either too complicated to master or just doesn't deliver on the promised footage quality. That worry is especially real if you're a hobbyist who wants gorgeous video without spending months learning a cockpit full of menus. The Mavic 4 Pro tries to sit right in the middle. It's packed with advanced obstacle avoidance and a suite of intelligent flight modes. Yet the interface still feels like you're controlling a camera rather than a miniature airplane. The question is whether those promises translate into day-to-day confidence, and that's where the Fly More combo really matters. Let's talk about ease of use. Out of the box, the drone is already paired with the DJI Fly app on my phone, and the first flight feels more like a quick tutorial than a launch checklist. The app guides you through a 3-step pre-flight checking GPS lock, calibrating the compass, and confirming battery health, then hands you a takeoff button that actually lifts the machine within seconds. For someone who's never flown a quadcopter, the biggest surprise was how little you have to think about the manual. The omnidirectional obstacle sensing does the heavy lifting. As soon as you start moving forward, the sensors beep and the drone automatically adjusts its path if a tree branch appears. That safety net gave me the freedom to focus on framing a shot rather than constantly scanning for obstacles. Now, onto the camera itself. The Mavic 4 Pro's 1-inch sensor is a step up from the previous generation, and you can see the difference the moment you start filming in low-light situations. I tried a twilight shoot over a harbor, where the sky was a deep blue and streetlights were just flickering on. The footage stayed clean, with minimal noise, and the colors stayed true without the heavy grain you sometimes get with smaller sensors. The autofocus is quick enough that it locks onto a moving subject, a surfer riding a wave, in under half a second, and it stays locked even as the drone angles up to capture the sun setting behind the water. That kind of confidence is crucial when you're trying to get that cinematic follow shot without having to manually refocus every few seconds. Stabilization is another area where the Mavic 4 Pro shines. The 3-axis gimbal works so smoothly that even when I deliberately pushed the drone into a gusty patch of wind, the video stayed rock steady. I tested a fast-forward motion while filming a car driving along a coastal road, and the footage didn't wobble at all. The result is a professional-looking clip that could easily be used in a travel vlog or a short commercial without needing extensive post-production stabilization. Battery confidence is something that often trips up first-time buyers. The Fly More combo includes 3 spare batteries, a charging hub, and a power bank that lets you swap out batteries on the go without needing a wall outlet. In practice, each battery gave me roughly 38 minutes of flight time under calm conditions, which aligns with DJI's specs. When I flew in a more demanding scenario chasing a drone race, my flight time dipped to about 30 minutes. But the real advantage was the quick swap system. I could land, replace the battery, and be back in the air in under a minute. That reduces the anxiety of, will I run out of power before I get the shot, dramatically. The intelligent flight modes are where the Mavic 4 Pro starts feeling like a creator's tool rather than a toy. I used the focus track mode to lock onto a hiker walking along a ridge. The drone followed at a consistent distance, automatically adjusting altitude to keep the subject centered while I could concentrate on framing. The cinematic mode slowed the drone's movements for that buttery smooth look you see in high-budget productions. And the Master Shots feature, while a bit gimmicky, gave me a quick edit-ready video by stitching together several predefined angles, useful if you need a teaser clip in under 5 minutes. However, the combo isn't without its practical weaknesses. The biggest friction point is the menu hierarchy in the DJI Fly app. While most daily functions are accessible with a single tap, digging into custom settings like adjusting the color profile from D-Log to normal requires navigating several submenus that aren't always intuitively labeled. If you're someone who likes to fine-tune every parameter before a shoot, you'll spend a few extra minutes learning where everything lives. Another consideration is the weight. The full combo, with the backpack, landing pad, and extra batteries, pushes the total package just